I feel like I always had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to join the military at some point. I don't know if it stems from patriotism. I don't know if it stems from loving the opportunities that I've had as an American. I decided I was going to speak with an officer selection team in Kansas City for the Marine Corps. So eventually I decided to go to Mini Officer Candidate School, which was like a weekend. It's like a simulation of like the officer candidate program. And so I became really invested in this idea that that was something that I wanted to do. When I brought this idea up to Linton, he was like, okay, well, what are you gonna do to prepare for it? And so I was like, I have no clue. And so he was able to help me construct a fitness plan for it, because there's a lot of rigorous fitness for that. He was able to help me with a lot of like the application process as well. He was able to give me a lot of his experience that he had while he was in the Navy, which was very helpful for me. Oh, that weekend was hard. And that weekend was kind of like a lift of the curtain. A lot of like the stuff that I never thought I would be doing. I know that they made us run however so many miles with like a really heavy backpack. We had like a fake M16 rifle. I also found it really enjoyable. It was like one of those things that's like, man, this sucks right now. But like looking back and being able to like recount these stories is gonna be so fun. Yeah, it's really hard when you have like two like major conflicts of interest, and it definitely felt a little personal to me. That was something I always wanted to do, something that I had prepared so hard to do, which made it even more personally disappointing for me to have to turn that down for the moment and focus on the things that I had made a commitment to other people for. People had chosen me and elected me to be the president, so I knew I had to fulfill that promise to them that I had made. So it was really hard to like actually go about taking a choice, but I knew that from my training with Linton, at the end of the day, like I had to make a choice, and so I chose to be the president of my fraternity. That's an experience I never thought I would have, and one that I'm really grateful I had. And I learned a lot through that role too. And it was a role that also allowed me to keep my contact with Linton and explore new social dynamics that I think will help me in the future with other roles that I have. So that's actually something Linton and I first started talking about. Linton is a very big accountability person. That was like a lot of our first few calls was accountability. Like he wanted me to show up on time. He wanted me to make the changes I actually wanted to make. He wanted to see me make those choices and then implement them in whatever my work was. I knew that after a couple calls with Linton and after seriously considering what my options were, that I had to keep my word. I had to go and do what I said I was gonna do. Because at the end of the day, that's like what everybody remembers about you is what you say you're gonna do and if you actually do it. I think two conflicting choices, you gotta go with your gut. At the end of the day, it's what you feel like you can't live without. What experience would you not be able to live without? And what experience would you not be able to tell people about? What experience interests you the most, and what experience do you think would allow you for the most growth? I think it's probably what my answer would be.